So in this video, we're going to show some barong techniques for our advanced students. So angle number one, when the strike comes in, I'm going to cut first, and then I'm going to check. After I cut and check, I'm going to slice across the belly. I'm going to pivot and take his head. So we show from this side. So as he's delivering his cut, I cut first, block, slice the belly open, pivot, and take the head. Next counter for angle number one. As he delivers his strike, I'm going to close stance. I come here. When he retracts, I pivot and take his neck. Let's show from this side. So he delivers his cut. Notice my blade is flat. This is more of an emergency block. When he retracts, I cut. Now, if he follows through with his cut, it's important you keep everything pulled in tight so you don't get sliced as he's going through. But I'm here as he goes through. Then I step this way, taking his head, taking his leg just for good measure. So we're here, he goes through with his cut, I go here, and I go there. Next counter for angle number one, this is more of an emergency counter. So maybe I cut at him and I missed, he's cutting at me, I pass it over the head, this flips over the top, this is one variation. Check into the arm, cut, take his leg. Just show from this side. So I'm here, he cuts, I move, my blade comes over the top, check at the elbow, step through, cut, and then take the leg as you go by. Last counter for angle number one, this is going to be more of a largo mano or a long range counter. So as he's delivering the number one, I'm going to move and take his arm. Okay? Notice my head's leaning out of the way. Also, there's not much weight on that leg, so if he tries to cut my leg, I can move it out of the way. Let's show from this side. So he delivers the cut at my head. I move, cutting his arm, and I'm getting out of the way. Now counters for angle number two. So angle number two, he's going to be cutting here, side of my neck. My first counter is the outside block, here. So as I'm blocking with the flat of the blade so I don't ruin the edge. As I step by, I'm cutting his neck, taking his leg. We show from this side. Cut comes in, block, flat of the blade hits. Step through, cut the neck, and cut the leg. Next counter with the barong for angle two is the wing block. So as he's cutting, I'm scissoring this, bringing it down, cutting, and then cutting the front of his leg. When I cut the front of his leg, I'm starting off with the center of the barong and dragging it through so I can get a deep cut. So again, we're here, the two comes in, I'm stepping and cutting upward, slicing the neck, and right on top of the thigh, right above the kneecap, and cutting through. In Malay Eskrima, we'd much rather they bleed on the ground than bleed on the feet. Next one, he's going to throw an angle two. I'm moving out of the way, and I'm actually blocking this on his arm as I duck underneath, passing it over the head. There's a payong, and I pivot and take his neck on this side. So we're here, his cut comes in, I duck underneath it, slice it, and take his neck. Last counter for angle number two is a largo mano. So as he cuts, I'm moving away, either tagging his hand or cutting the arm. So again, we're here, the two comes in, move away, and cut.